Do you believe that contrary to what everybody thinks, actually there is a reason why men actually do not live longer lives as women do? So now, before we get into the video, before we start, spilling the teas and crossing all the dashes, I just want to say welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, click the link, stay tuned, and then follow up, and you know exactly why I think that men can remedy the fact that they die sooner than women. Now, I asked a few questions. I asked a few guys, like, okay, and then I sat down and I did my own analysis, right? You see, men do a lot of dangerous things. Like men do jobs that are crazy. Like they climb like the tallest buildings. They're the ones cleaning the windows, and they could fall off. When you go to construction sites, most of the people doing the hard work are men. When it comes to driving, we have more men driving than women, so meaning more men are involved in accidents, and you know what accidents do, they lead to death. Now, if more men would say, okay, I don't want to get involved in very dangerous activities, of course we do need them, like, there's going to be less casualties, less deaths coming from men, right? Another theory again is that one of my friends, Gucci, shout out to you, Gucci was like, men have this ideology in their mind that, see, we only live once, and because we live once, we're just going to live life to the fullest. We will do it all. Now, this is one of the reasons why men die quicker. Like, you can't, yes, you live once and you have one life, but aside living that life to the fullest, you have to take care of it. A lot of men don't take care of their health, their physical health, their mental health. A lot of men, like, just a man will like, a man's solution to heartbreak is to get up from one woman and jump right on top of another one. And because they've used that to cover the power of emotions they have, they start getting depressed without even knowing it, you know so men should be able to have like a community. I feel that men should have a community where they can vent and talk to each other and support each other, because when you want to cry as a man, other men will be like, yo bro, why are you crying though? Like, you shouldn't cry. When you're depressed, other guys will be like, yeah, be depressed, but you know what, let's go out to drink. You forget about the situation. You can't forget about the situation after you drink. You need somebody to talk to. You always need somebody with who will help rub minds with you. A lot of men don't support other men when it comes to this. They feel like, as a man, it's your life and you should get it sorted by yourself. So these are some of the things that cuts a man's life short, because he bottles up. As a man, you bottle up a lot of emotions, you know a lot of traumas, and you have nobody to talk to. Some men are being beaten at home by their wives, and they can't even talk to anyone because of their ego. Oh, if I talk to this man, or some even tried, and they have other men laugh at them and be like, why would you let a woman beat you, and stuff like that. But really, it should be acceptable for men to be able to talk about their feelings, talk about things that are bothering them. I mean, most times a man cannot talk to a woman about the problems he's going through, because women like to read things like out of context a lot of the times. And yes, that's true. When your man opens up to you, you start looking at him like he's weak. So you see, he has no one else to go to, or you start saying, oh, because he wants me to contribute, or because he doesn't want to take on his responsibilities. These are some of the things. And also, Men are reckless. Like a lot of men are having unprotected sex. You stick your dick into this vagina, out to the next vagina. Like you don't even give a care in the world that okay, there are diseases that are life threatening. You just be like, oh, I'm a man, I can just do whatever. And because you can get away with not getting pregnant, you feel like it's fine for you to just like do whatever you want. So these are some of the things that cut a man's life short. As a man, you need to take very, very good care of yourself. See, as a man, there is nothing wrong for you to wear nice perfume, nothing wrong for you to go to the dentist, nothing wrong for you to wear nice clothes, nothing wrong for you to like literally some men are sick. And when I say sick, like some men have high blood pressure, some men have diabetes, some men have fertility issues, and because they are so ashamed to go and talk to a doctor about it because they feel like, oh, it's my ego, I'm a man, what are they going to think of? Then they keep their mouths shut, and then they are dying in silence, and they are being eaten up by these diseases day in day out until like they are finished. So these are some of the things. Men are always so worried about what other people will perceive them or see them as, and they forget to put themselves ahead of other people's opinions about who they are. They feel like it's a sign of weakness, but it's not. So these are some of the reasons why men do not live longer because of things like this. I would suggest that men should have a society everywhere they live, like a society where they can have like something like an AA meeting. You sit down, you meet people from all over, and you guys talk. And I'm not saying spill out all your guts, but sometimes you might have some things that are troubling you and you don't know how to go about it, and you need ideas. And you can meet like older men who share with younger men and vice versa, and you don't know where you'll be able to learn from. So these are some of the things that men need to put into consideration for their own mental health. Like break down, cry if you have to. And if any woman laughs at you, then she does not love you and she doesn't deserve you. You're allowed to be vulnerable. Like you also deserve to live a longer life. A lot of men don't also women complain that men don't pay attention to them romantically or sex wise. That could also be because they have this ideology in their minds that okay, um I shouldn't paying attention to these things are kind of too feminine. So to be masculine, I have to like tough it out and be like, even if it's not that good, or even if I see that I need to please my partner, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want my partner to think I'm feminine. There is nothing wrong with being in touch with your feminine side. That is you ignoring your own personal feelings, what you want to enjoy because you're worried about what other people are going to think about you. Rather talk with your partner. So you'll be dying in silence and not getting full you know the full enjoyment of what you're supposed to get. And also, yes, our men do work so hard. Like men work hard. It's harder for men in the society. A woman will go and suck a dick and get a job. A man can who is not gay will not be able to go and just suck a dick to get a job. So that guy now has family to take care of, responsibilities, and he can't get that job because that woman went and she sucked the boss's dick and then she got the job. And in turn, she's getting the money and she's not even probably not using the money for anything reasonable. She wants to buy like luxurious hair, she wants to go on luxurious trips, she wants to buy like expensive clothes and electronics, and live in like a very choice neighborhood. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying that most times men are at the disadvantage. They work twice as hard. It is really rough on them. Even men that go and farm, they get hurt, but they can't complain. So there's a lot of all these factors. And I feel like if you're a woman and you're watching this video, you need to begin to ask yourself this question: what can I do to help my partner to feel comfortable, to be able to talk about everything with me. And if not for me, how can I help my partner to have a community, somebody he can, rely on and talk to and get proper, good advice, so that my husband can live, or my man can live a longer life. These are some of the things you should think about. And you, as a man, you should start thinking of keeping really positive relationships around you. Like, it's high time you start building relationships with men, younger men, older men, middle-aged men. As long as there are people that you can gain something tangible from, you should start considering investing in proper relationship, not just relationship where they drag you to go drink your life out and forget your problems, but relationships where you can actually talk to people. And I know some people will say the church is there for that. Trust me, no ways. Like, most churches pay less attention to the male gender. Most are focused on kids and women. And if a man goes to complain, most church leaders give them like advice is more like, oh, okay, well, you're a man, you should rough it out, you should tough it out, you should let it go, and stuff like that. So there is no setup like that. And I feel like, this needs to be encouraged a whole lot. That way, we're going to have the same proportion of men as we do women, and we're going to have men living happier, healthier, longer lives. And you can get to enjoy a happy, healthy life with your spouse. So I hope this video was able to educate you and teach you something. And I hope that you'll be able to, pay more attention to your male friends, your spouses, and just be able to help create that safe space for them to be able to be vulnerable and explore that X chromosome. Is it the X chromosome? That part of them that is feminine, help them to be in touch with them, not turning them into a faggot, or turning them into a transsexual, but you're just basically helping them to be in touch with that, so they'll be able to to explore their real, get in touch with their feelings, so you can also enjoy a healthy relationship with them. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and leave me a comment. Tell me what else you think a man can do to help him live a longer life. Until next time, honeys, bye. Mwah.